So today I am going to be delving back into the questions that you had asked me on Twitter over the last year about Ireland. These are the questions I either didn't get around to answering because you asked them at the tail end of me making the video, or possibly because I was a little fearful of answering them. Dun dun dun! Yeah.
Questions? Oh.
Yeah, some tough questions today. Interesting. Before we get into the video, do be sure to subscribe. Otherwise, the next time you go to leave a tip, you're just going to be $1 short in cash of exactly how much you want to leave. And then you're going to have to go to an ATM and take out money, and it'll just be a whole ordeal. It'll be really annoying. And you could have just subscribed to the channel and saved yourself all that energy. So yeah, just save yourself. Save yourself and subscribe. I'm just trying to help you. Help me help you. Okay, the first question we have is, are Irish baby boys treated differently than Irish baby girls? Are boys favoured over girls? No. What do you think this is? Some kind of backward country with sexism? No, the sexism comes when they get a bit older and the boys are like, oh, weirdly into their mothers. Yeah. The Irish male and the mammy thing is just a perplexing, complex situation. You could blame the Oedipal complex, but to answer your question, no. Baby boys are as wanted as baby girls in this country for the most part. Although I bet there are families out there who just have 5 boys and they just go, one more, we'll get a girl this time. And then the 6th boy comes in and he gets a lot of hand-me-down jumpers. Next question. I think we need to settle this once and for all. Who has the better desserts, Ireland or America? I feel like I've answered this one before, but it's such an important question.
How could this be a priority?
It is priority.
When it comes to chocolate, just chocolate alone, Ireland has better chocolate. And that comes into a lot of my favourite desserts, because to me a dessert is not a dessert without chocolate. However, overall, America does better desserts. Just when you think they can't do anything more with it, they pile a donut on top of the ice cream and then a whole cake on top of that and then some fudge bars and then some sauce. You can't beat America for desserts, so you win on that one, but I prefer our chocolate. Next up, how do Irish people feel about Lucky Charms cereal? I did a whole video trying Lucky Charms for the first time. Oh my god, that is not what I was expecting at all. So up until recent years, we didn't have Lucky Charms cereal in Ireland at all. Now we do have it in the specialist section of some supermarkets, but it's not readily available and it's always super overpriced. The last time I saw a Lucky Charms, it was like one of those single pots and it was €8. Lucky Charms is expensive over here and people don't, like, it's not in the vernacular as a thing that people have all the time. They don't eat Lucky Charms cereal a lot. How do we feel about it? We're just like not especially anything. If I'm being honest, we just don't feel anything. We're like, cool, they have an Irish themed cereal, that's cool. I wish they'd get some Irish actors for the ads because the accents are brutal, but that's about it. Next, what's the general view on Americans in Ireland? That's a really good question. Okay, normally speaking, most Irish people are like, yay, Americans, because the economy and, you know, tourism is awesome. I'll be honest with you, right now in Ireland, some American tourists would definitely find themselves coming up against a bit of contention over here with the old thing that we're not allowed to talk about that's going on in 2020.
You're not allowed to say that word!
Don't put your finger in your mouth, don't lick things. Ireland has completely left its borders open, anybody can come in. And we've worked really hard in the community in Ireland to eradicate things and do the lockdown, as I'm sure people around the world have done. So a lot of Americans are finding when they come in that because they're supposed to do a 2-week quarantine after they arrive, people are a little about them being here right now. So my suggestion is, if you have anything planned, you will be super welcome after all of this goes away. But right now, it might just be a bit uncomfortable, so maybe just wait. Ireland will still be here after, I hope. Oh god, nobody knows. Next question, without getting into the politics of it, do Irish people find it frustrating when other people don't understand the Ireland/Northern Ireland split? That Republic of Ireland is not the UK. Without getting into the politics. I see why I avoided this question.
Danger level. Repeat. Danger level.
Okay, so on a pure surface level of that whole thing and not getting bogged down in the politics, I think we understand that people don't understand the divide for the most part. We do find it very frustrating when people refer to us as being part of Britain or part of the UK in the Republic of Ireland, because that's just kind of like, read a book, read the internet. I think the most frustrating though is when people start to espouse things that they don't know the full story of what's gone on or what's going on, and that's pretty frustrating. All right, yeah. Fun question. Is there a cultural taboo about Irish people dating or marrying English people? No, not among regular people. No, Ireland and England have a great tie with each other. There's a lot of banter there. We tend to give them no points in the Eurovision. They try to give us some points to be like, sorry. And when they don't give us points, well, that's... My brother is very happily married to a beautiful English lady. We love her very much. So yeah, no, it's not a thing. It's not a taboo. Maybe if you're in a certain faction of society, it would be, but not the regular people. As Irish, do you feel any pressure to be charming speakers, or for the lack of a better term, literary based on your traditions? Ooh, good question. Well, one of my degrees is in literature, so you could argue yes. I don't know that I felt a pressure though, I just found it interesting. I feel in Ireland there is a huge focus on people's personalities and being able to tell a story. For example, in the UK or in the US, there are different qualities that are held kind of at the fore.
Powerful and rich and hot and smart.
But for us, definitely personality and storytelling are like the most important things when you meet somebody, to be able to banter. It's just up there, it's up the top. So kinda, yeah. Are there required classes to take in order to get your degree, even if they have nothing to do with your major? We call them core classes here. Well, it depends on what you're doing. If you are a person who has been required to take Irish from junior school, then you have to sit Irish for your leaving cert. You also have to sit maths and one other language, I believe. You're marked on your 6 best subjects, but theoretically you could take 10. You'd be crazy, but you could. There are obviously certain career choices that if you want to go to university for them, you'd have to have, like, if you want to be a nurse or a doctor, you'd have to have science. I believe for the Gardaí, you also have to have Irish and also to be a teacher, but I might stand corrected. That might have changed in recent years.
And corrected she is.
So yeah, there are definitely classes that you have to take. And finally, what part of Ireland do I think has the best accent? Ooh. I actually think the Irish accent is quite beautiful. I don't hear it in my own head when I'm speaking, but I hear it in other people. I suppose at a press, quite controversially, my favourite Irish accent might be the Cork accent. It's just a really melodic accent. A lot of people would disagree with me. They hate the Cork accent, but I just like it. When I meet people from Cork, I always am like, ha ha ha, at everything they're saying, even if it's really serious. 'Cause I don't know, it just sounds like a jovial kind of accent.
You know, he's terribly hungover the day we meet him, you know. A lot of people can identify with that, I think so.
Anyway, that's it for today's list. Let me know if I ever got to your question. If not, maybe jump on my Twitter or Instagram. That's where the communication happens, so yeah. Shout out today to a couple of people. I'm going to let Chewy do them.
Welcome to Chewy After Dark. There was a good chance I might fall asleep while I'm doing these shout-outs. My lovely horse running through the field. Where are you going with your fetlocks blowing in the wind? I want to shower you with sugar lumps and ride you over fences. My lovely, lovely, lovely horse. That one goes out to Kurtis Chopty, our lovely patron. Thank you, Kurtis. Next up, we have Kim Sparks. She wants to say thank you to all the people who are essential workers, especially those people we didn't even think about being essential until the thing that shall remain nameless hit. She says they risk their health for us every day, and her family and her just want to say a big thanks. And thank you, Kim.
And that's it for today's video. See you on the other side. Bye. How did you get your blanket up there? Okay. Also, if you could leave a like on the video. I'd never ask people to do that. It'd be nice. I mean, you can watch the video first and decide if you like. If you don't like the video and then you click dislike, that's okay too. That's engagement. Either way, it's good. And maybe one day I'll be trending. Probably not though. You are getting very good at your bits at the end. Did you know that? You just want to lick me in the face. Not saying anything else today? No, he's done. He's done. That's it.